them out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Jefferson comes in for James. And it's Williams in for Matthew Dellavedova. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Shumpert. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Mozgov. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Mozgov's got his first basket. Irving drives in. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Here's Irving. And Cleveland again with the bucket. To the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Cleveland ahead, up 2. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. They've got Mozgov. Iman Shumpert is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Smith in at the small forward.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Here's Dellavedova. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Shumpert passes to Mozgov. Cleveland moving it around. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And he's good on the second. Cleveland leading by 4. Smith outside. And it's Love penetrating. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Love's got his second basket.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And that one's good. Shumpert.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. LeBron, he's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. The Cavaliers shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And stolen by Love. And pushing it up is Cleveland again in transition. That's good. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And it's James missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
It's deflected and stolen by Love. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Thompson with the ball. Down low. It's taken away by Smith. It's tipped. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
It's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right on top of the other.
Time to just slow it down, make the simple play, and get a good shot.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Irving's checked in. Wing shot on the way. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Inside. Soft touch off the glass. Irving's got 12 in the game.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Here's Shumpert. No good. That would have tied it. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Smith for 3. That ball finishes by Love. 6 points for J.R. Smith.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the 3, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of a sudden, they can do a lot of damage from beyond the arc.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And, you know, for the Cavs, they ended up in the top 5 in made threes per game, but they actually led the NBA in made threes per game after the trade.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. That's Shumpert in there for Smith. And then for Cleveland, Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And LeBron's subbed in for Shumpert.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost. And last season, the Cavs would shatter all sorts of franchise records in the 3 department. I mean, makes sense to have that many shooters on your roster when LeBron opens up so much in terms of floor space.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. And James throws it down.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
And there's another one for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Thompson with it. Now defended by Mozgov. Here's Love. And James pulls it down. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter. Well above the 50% mark from the field. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
They're working in closer to the bucket here in the second.
Well, the threes weren't falling early, and sometimes seeing a few easier ones go in can renew that confidence.
Right side, Shumpert. James outside. Shumpert in the corner.
Let's take them back.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Irving at the point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and then excellent transition offense.
And really, it all stems from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Looky here. How about that one? That play. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him. Gosh, that was neat.
And guys, how about the touch there on the finish? Really just flawless.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Fry comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's a man-jumpered in for LeBron. 90 seconds now into the second half. Smith outside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. The Cavaliers have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. And that one misses.
LeBron James.
And he sinks the second.
Thank you, Cleveland.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Shoots from the corner. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And Cleveland making a change here. Mozgov's checked in. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Irving drives in. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Fry. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one. That one is off. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. He hits the second from the line. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Irving with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. And stolen by Fry. It's tipped. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Irving from long range. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one hit tonight. A nice shot by Irving.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
He has got a lot of confidence in his game. You have to if you think you can knock one down from there.
Yeah, I think he maybe needs some time for some direct admonishment.
And it's Smith missing.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space. And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Timeout called. Cleveland. A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert in there for Kyrie Irving.
Out of bounds.
A switch here also for Cleveland. Dellavedova's checked in. 1:56 left in the third.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
It's tipped. Smith dishes to Dellavedova. Smith again. Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from the top of the key. Cleveland the rebound. Goes back up. Misses off the left iron.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Three-pointer, Dellavedova. And Shumpert pulls it down.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look. It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. James comes in for Shumpert. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And it's Dellavedova missing. The Cavaliers trail by 19. And that one's good. That's 10 points to LeBron.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And the shot is good. Here's Dellavedova. Here's Fry. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And Fry kicks to Mozgov. Smith for three. Cannot hit. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cleveland ahead. They finish off the third quarter with a massive 16-5 run. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot. And stolen by Love. And it's Thompson that time on the assist from Dellavedova. Thompson's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Cavs. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Irving's shot is good.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Irving kicks to LeBron. Looking to get back on track here. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Cleveland, LeBron James. Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
Thank you, Cleveland!
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Back to Irving. Cleveland moving the ball around. Love kicks to Irving. Offline with his three. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. James outside. That's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
Thompson passes to Love. Kicks it out to LeBron. Takes the 13-footer. And that one hits back iron. The Cavaliers leading by 15. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And stolen by Love.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And the first one at the line is good. J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland. And he makes the first but misses the second. Dellavedova kicks to Irving. James has a 2-pointer. Cleveland gets it back. Here's Thompson. Here's Dellavedova. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
The Cavaliers trail by 16. Smith for 3. And that one's good. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Stolen by Thompson. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Love. Love's got 5 assists in the game.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful jam.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way. And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
For 3, Smith. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Smith is checked in.
J.R. Smith.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Irving. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now the Cavaliers straight. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his third foul of the game. And the Cavaliers call time here. They're down by 11. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Left in the fourth. Dishes to LeBron. Love the pass to Smith. Now here's Irving. Kicks it out to James. 4 on the shot clock. Love, no luck.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Cavaliers.
You're right there, Steve. And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, Clark, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
Well, it deflates the opposition when you can be pesky defensively, and then it sparks your offense, and that's what happened for them. When you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's hard to overcome that kind of defensive pressure.
And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for James. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
It's stolen by Smith to the middle. A nice shot by Irving.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Outside jumper. Lets it go from deep. He's off from 3. He dishes it to Dellavedova. LeBron James on the wing. Over Smith. Off the mark. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. It's time for some hoops at the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder here in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Oh, and here we go at Durant. Nobody back.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
And here's James outside. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Here's Ibaka. Bangs home the trifecta. Ibaka's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
And finished off by LeBron. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
LeBron with 5 points in the game. And it's Durant with the rebound.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
In the corner, it's Westbrook. Lets it go from deep. No good. Some solid defense there from Irving. The drive by James. And that one's good. LeBron's got 7 points in the game.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Irving. Thunder with the rebound. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And there's the call on James. Ibaka, this is to Durant. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Westbrook with it. Guarded now by Irving. Shoots from the corner. And that one comes up a bit short. Cavaliers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Westbrook with the steal. This one for 3. Oh my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. J.R. Smith picks one up. A different look for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Adams. Dion Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Foy in for Roberson. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. For Oklahoma City, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
And that one's good. Dellavedova's got his first points in this one.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Now here's Waiters. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it. You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Singler, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots. And they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. LeBron, no luck.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Not the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Just doing the job on the backdoor.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. And Voigt kicks to Singler. The 3, can't get it to go. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Cavaliers ahead, up 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
They've got Foy. Durant is out there with Kyle Singler. Then there's Anthony Morrow. And it's Adams in at center. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Waiters, he's checked in for Kyle Singler. Roberson comes in for Anthony Morrow. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Randy Ford. And Thompson throws it down.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it. They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Irving attacking. Irving double team. Here's Thompson. No luck. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Hang time on that rim. Put a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Thompson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
Irving from long range. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Waiters passes to Durant. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra. Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get beat up from a situation like that.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. James checked in for Smith. And then Shumpert in there for Matthew Dellavedova.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
Thunder trailing by 3. For 3, Westbrook. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
A second chance effort. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Irving. That's tipped. They get it back. And Shumpert kicks to Mozgov. On the wing, Shumpert. Another shot. Off the left rim and out.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the court.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Oklahoma City. Foy comes in for Russell Westbrook. Irving attacking. And the rejection by Ibaka. Second shot opportunity. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Shumpert. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs. And Morrow has it in the corner. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Shumpert. Cleveland gets it back. Mozgov kicks to Irving. That's good. Now it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
But they get it back. Ibaka outside. Pass to Foy. Goes back up. LeBron with the block. And slam dunk by Shumpert. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway. Self-service.
the most magnificent alley-oop he could have shown.
Yeah, and he pulls that one off, guys.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Cavaliers lead by 7. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And now the third quarter about to get going. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. He has been everywhere.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
The second half just about to get going here. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor for him.
And Kevin Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
And make you feel good about it.
I appreciate that.
That's good Clark. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. And it's Irving at the point.
And the Thunder had plenty of reason to be down last year because of the injuries. A big place that it hit them was on offense. They just were not the same absent mainly Kevin Durant.
Smith left side. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And now it's an 11-point Cavalier lead. It's tipped. It's Durant on the wing. Launches a three. They get it back. 5 to shoot. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Another miss by Westbrook.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Durant for 3. Durant with another miss. Irving dishes to LeBron. The 3. And here's Love for 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Singler, he's checked in for the Thunder. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Dellavedova's checked in. Oklahoma City shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And he makes the first. That one is no good. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
And Singler kicks to Roberson. The finish, and James throws it down.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team is underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category. No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals. Well, it's gone back and forth for a while here, but they're really starting to push out. They're looking good right now.
Adams, the pass to Durant. The kick out to Westbrook. Adams dishes to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving it around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Amon Shumpert in for LeBron. For 3, Durant goes back up. And Westbrook lays it in. Westbrook's got 15 points.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Mozgov with the steal. And here we go. Cavaliers running again. And it's Smith missing.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot to finish it.
Durant against Shumpert. The dish out to Robertson. On the wing, Singler. Expanding his range. And Shumpert pulls it down.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Durant. That one a little long.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
So it's the Cavaliers now. They led by as many as 18 points. Smith kicks to Shumpert. Over to the left wing. No good from Fry.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunk's the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 13. And we'll be back with you right after this. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Kanter. Anthony Morrow out there with Foy. And it's Waiters in a small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. They double him with Love. Rebound, Love. Love's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Shumpert. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 11 points for Iman Shumpert.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Thunder. Durant comes in for Waiters.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch. It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Cleveland leading by 22. Here's Irving. Love the pass to LeBron. That's in there. Love with the assist. 26 points for LeBron.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And that one is hammered home.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant. They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Adams comes in for Enes Kanter, and it's Roberson in for Randy Foye. And a switch here also for Cleveland. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Irving kicks to Smith. Back to Irving. Oh, and the jam by LeBron. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Cavaliers leading by 23. And the rejection by Ibaka. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Ibaka. Kyle Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Roberson. And it's Foye in for Russell Westbrook. And then for Cleveland, Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Johnson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Nick Collison's checked in for Adams. On the wing, Singler launches it. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Cleveland.
Clark, looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for LeBron James. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Out to Smith. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. James again, Singler. The drive by James. Can't hit.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Really good ball movement there in transition.
A baseline J. Dellavedova kicks to Mozgov. Kicks it out to James. Offensive rebound. J.R. Smith on the wing. Stolen by Collison. And the Thunder pushing it up now.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg.
Oh!
LeBron James.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here for sure.
Mozgov dishes to Dellavedova. It's LeBron with the drive.
That's his first personal foul.
Free throw drops for James.
Shooting for Oklahoma City. LeBron James. At the number 2.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. From deep. Offline. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
You're always going to have people who don't believe.
What an amazing race I get to be. Must stay out wickedly perfect.